What's up, YouTube? Happy Saturday, everyone. Today I'll be highlighting one of my personal favorite pieces, probably a top five in my collection, a double page splash by the combination of penciler Greg Land and inker Jay Leaston, featuring the first appearance of the Uncanny X-Force lineup. So here, this comic, I think, altered my comic collecting course in general. So I had been away from comics for over a decade, except for maybe a Wizard magazine every now and then at the grocery market, or a trade paperback every now and then. But for the most part, I had stopped collecting until I saw an ad for this Uncanny X-Force lineup with a black and silver Wolverine, which caught my attention, and then Deadpool 2. Those two, in addition with Archangel, Psylocke, and a fairly new X-Men I wasn't too familiar with after I stopped reading Phantom X, captivated my attention, got me back into collecting in 2011. This lineup, along with the Court of Owls, kind of got me jumping back in. And really, that's what kind of led me into starting to collect CGC slabs. That led to commissions. Commissions led to, sketch covers led to commissions on boards. That led to published art. So really, I blame this comic kind of driving everything almost. But basically, Uncanny X-Force, this lineup was formulated, I always like to give a background, at the end of a great X-Men arc called X-Men Second Coming. And in the front cover is this mutant named Hope Summers. And this is the first mutant that had powers after the House of M, where basically Wanda went crazy and said no more mutants and depowered many, many mutants. So Hope, of course, being the first mutant, triggered a lot of interest. So a lot of different groups went hunting after her in Messiah Complex, including the Reavers, who else? Mr. Sinister and his Marauders. You had the Acolytes hunting her when she was a baby. But after she was all grown up, basically Bastion, one of the Sentinels, was fixated on eliminating her. And this arc has Bastion basically hunting Hope and getting rid of all the X-Men's teleporters. So in this arc, spoilers, Nightcrawler died, Pixie died, Vanisher died. He basically wanted to trap all the X-Men on the island they were in San Francisco, the Utopia, and he formed a red sphere around it that was impenetrable, so the Avengers, Fantastic Four couldn't get in. So all that was left was basically the X-Men teams, plus Namor. He was with the X-Men at that time, Magneto, fighting off all these bad guys. So there were the Purifiers, I believe, and then Bastion opened a portal from the future, so they were sending back all these Nimrods. And this was the first time Cyclops' old X-Force lineup was revealed with X-23 and Wolverine, after they saw X-23 murder a few of the Purifiers. And at the end of this, Storm, Colossus, they didn't agree with kind of the harsh tactics of Uncanny X-Force, so they basically told Cyclops to disband it. So Cyclops told Wolverine to disband the team, and I'm pretty good at turning the pages, so this is kind of Cyclops saying, after this Second Coming art, you got to disband the team. Then Wolverine is walking away. Sorry, conversation went on a little longer than I would have, went different than I thought it would, so here's the deal. So Wolverine decides to form his own Black Ops X-Men team, Uncanny X-Force. Just a beautiful splash, killer lineup. And he's like, this is X-Force. There's only one rule. No one can know. So this was kind of the Black Ops X-Men. And really, this kind of led into the 2011 Uncanny X-Force series that ran, I want to say, about 35, 40 issues. Just probably my favorite X-Men, X-related arc since the Dark Phoenix saga. The Apocalypse Solution, Dark Angel sagas 1 and 2. Just a great run overall. But a little bit more on the art. So I've been kind of plugging comic art fans. I think it's been responsible for a lot of networking and kind of promoting the hobby in general over the past several years. But when I started collecting published original art in 2016, I came across this piece. It was a fellow collector in England, the UK, and I sent a message. He was the original purchaser from Greg Land's dealer from a while back. I don't think that site's functional anymore. Um, but basically, he said he wasn't interested. It would take like a crazy offer to let even for him to consider. So throughout the years, I would probably email him twice a year, put in an offer above fair market value. That's another topic of discussion. What's fair market value and your personal value? And every year, he would say, no, he's okay. I would raise up the price a little bit. Um, and then finally, out of the blue one year, I want to say 2019, he sent me a message saying, he was at a place where he was possibly going to let it go, but he would want X amount. So definitely above fair market value. But at this point, this kind of being one of my grail pieces. I know that term's thrown around a lot, but definitely this is one of my favorite pieces for kind of the reasons I explained, and kind of the significance of arguably one of the best modern X-Men teams recently. And we ended up making a deal. Um, and, so this is what I say you need the triple P's in this hobby. You need patience, perseverance, and plenty of funds. For the last one, a fellow collector, Dickie, told me from the get-go, you always want to build your war chest. War chest, just saving up just in case a piece that pops up in auction or a piece that you want comes at a opportune time. You want to be ready for it. So he needed money for that reason during that time. I'm not sure for what, but I was ready to pay. And, whatever I paid for over 2 years ago, I think, the way the market's gone, I got a deal on it. So happy. Let's just focus on the artwork now. Greg is usually known for his females. I know there's some controversy in terms of using, how do you say it, copies of other female models to kind of base his art on. But, you can't deny his Psylocke, and probably my favorite piece by him, his Phoenix rendition from Phoenix, is it End Song? Are awesome. And then kind of love the over-the-top artillery with Deadpool. Got the guns, got the swords. Is that a rocket launcher or bazooka? Got Wolverine in the back, claws drawn. Psylocke front and center with the katana and a Uzi. Then Archangel, also with kind of like an assault rifle. Then you have Phantom X, Master of Misdirection with Eva in the back. And just a perfect complementary inks by Jay Leeson. So hope you enjoyed this video. Little background in terms of the story and the story itself and the story of how I got the art. John signing off. Go Rams, Super Bowl weekend. Talk to y'all later.